Hey guys.
Alright folks, we're here today to check out the latest video single from Majestica, A Story in the Night. They have a new album coming out February 7th on Nuclear Blast called Powertrain. And for those of you wondering, why haven't you guys checked out that music video for Powertrain? Well, we did, but it's on Patreon only. So you have to be a patrono in order to see our thoughts, not prayers, about that video, about that song. But I can tell you guys that I already have the album, I already heard it, I already pre-recorded my review, which will be out the week leading to the album release. So this is one of my favorite songs on the record. Is in my top 3 songs of the record. So I rate this song very high. Haven't seen the video, that's why I'm here, but I'm more curious to see what you have to say about this. Because you really liked Powertrain.
Yeah.
For those of you that are not on Patreon.
These guys are a really good band, in general.
In general.
Right. So,
I'm yet to be disappointed.
Yeah.
So, I'm really excited to see what you think about this one. Okay, so let's do it. Enough of this jibba jabba. Wow.
Oh, dude.
Didn't I say that this was one of my favorite songs of the album?
Oh, it's so good, man.
It's even better than Powertrain, and Powertrain was
Yeah,
amazing.
it is better than Powertrain. Fuck.
This is probably the best song on the album.
Oh my god.
So from that standpoint, this is the pinnacle of the album. So I don't think there's a single song better than this one on the record. I don't know if you're gonna take that as a positive or
I
a
would think it's
negative,
a positive because this seems like Powertrain is very good.
very good.
Very good.
And the album opens up with
so if the
Powertrain.
album is similar to Powertrain in goodness, then you're getting a good album with this glorious song within.
This is, in my humble opinion, this is the best song on the album.
Dude, so good. Also, they all turned into Goldberg with the fucking what's it called? The flares.
Oh, the pyro there.
The pyro, and then they're going into the pyro. I'm like, guys, only one man does that.
Yeah, and he's Bill Goldberg.
Yeah. But maybe
Maybe like, two. Maybe Chuck Liddell can do that too.
Yeah, and Gilberg.
I remember him.
And Gilberg.
All right, but
maybe that's symbolizing, like they're next.
Who's next?
Who's next? Majestica. They're next. They're the next big thing.
Dude, I'm so excited about seeing these guys at Epic Fest in Denmark. Dude. So excited to see them. Finally, I'm going to get to see these guys live. They better play this song. This is glorious shit right here.
This is so good, man. And I love...
By the way, this is not just the best song on the album. I think this is one of their best songs, period.
Yeah, it's right next to, what's it? Above
Eagle Fly Free?
No, above the sky. Is it above the sky? That's the.
Oh, above the sky.
That was the one that we. That was the first one we. Because in that one, dude, the intro to that one is one of my favorite intros to a power metal song ever. Where it's the bit.
Oh yeah. I know what you're talking about.
Oh, dude, that's like one of my favorite intros to a power metal song in history. It's so fucking good. So that one has always been my favorite Majestica song. When it comes to like, oh, we're hearing this, they're good songs, but that song is...
Yeah, I just want to check out some of the tracks on that record while you're talking, but go ahead.
But that song has always been, like, that was my pinnacle. And, dude, this song was so fucking good. Like, I'm also curious to what you're doing.
No, Above the Sky,
yeah. Above the Sky, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I think actually, is that I said Eagle Fly Free, but that's a Halloween song. I think this one had some lyrics from that, or in the lyrics of the song.
Yeah.
Had something about
Eagles
flying free.
Yeah. Something like that in the song. I remember.
Motley True was also a great track from that opening record of theirs.
That opening record, very under.
It was very good.
I think it's very underrated when it comes to people who are like talking about.
Yeah, see, the album opens up with Powertrain.
Yeah.
This new record opens up with Powertrain. No Pain, No Gain is a fucking phenomenal song. A Story in the Night, for me, is the best track. Battle Cry is like Majestica takes on Manowar. Because it's a battle hymn.
Oh, okay.
But like from a symphonic power metal standpoint. Like, you know what I mean?
Okay.
So it's like them turning Majestic all the way to 11.
Yeah.
If you will.
Well, it's kind of like the end of this song. Where you had that like...
No, but I'm talking about it...
More of a battle hymn.
Yeah, even the way the vocals and the lyrics and everything come across.
Okay.
And then you have My Epic Dragon, which is another song on this album. My Epic Dragon has more of a Twilight Force feel to it because it's talking about dragons and whatever, so it has more of a Twilight Force feel. So what I find very similar to the previous record, where you had songs that kind of had like a Halloween vibe or this vibe or that vibe, this album kind of gives me a little bit of that as well.
But dude, for me, the ending of this song too, well, like the chorus, obviously Tommy's vocals, like...
Oh, they're on full display on this track.
They're on full display, and they deserve, like, they're in a nice case, they're perfectly preserved, they're there, right? But I like having those, like... I don't know how to say those other vocals in the background. More of like the male choir.
There's some layers in it.
Yeah, like the male choir type vocals in the background. It gives a nice layering to Tommy's vocals. Like it allows.
Speaking of which, you're gonna get that on Battle Cry as well.
I was gonna say
because it's a battle.
That's what I was thinking. When you said battle hymn, I was actually thinking the end, like when those vocals come in as like that male choir with Tommy's vocals. I was expecting that in that one too. But I love it. Because it gives the song it gives vocally a nice texture. You're getting those more deeper, choir type vocals, and then he just like Mentos and Coke, like spraying it everywhere.
Mentos and Coke. Wow.
Oh, I could have said something else.
What a way to describe Tommy's vocals. Mentos and Coke.
It's the top, man. It's the top.
But the guitar playing on this song is also fun. Everything about this song is phenomenal.
But guitar playing is
that
also,
melody. No.
This is one of those bands where everyone shines in their own way. Like I said,
good. This song is so good.
Like I said, even the bass in this band is something that I really enjoy. And a lot of power metal bands, you're not going to be like, oh, I really like the bass in this power metal. No, like I feel like that's. Like other bands, the bass is kind of moved to the side a little bit, but these guys, I really enjoy the bass playing.
By the way, February 7th is going to be a bukkake of albums. Mentar releases on February 7th. Marco Hitala releases on February 7th. Majestic, February 7th. Ginger, February 7th. Dream Theater, February 7th.
But I also feel like you're getting a lot of...
Everybody's
releasing... But I feel like you're getting variety there.
Well, it's variety.
Those five bands,
they're all different.
They're all different.
But like, dude, that's a lot of bands releasing an album on February 7th.
True. But like I said,
none of them duds, I must tell you.
But like I said, they're also none in the same.
No, they're all different. They're all unique in their own way. Yeah.
It's you would look at it as a bad thing, but it's actually a good thing.
No, it's just for me, I found that was odd that one date with so many good bands releasing their records on that day.
Is it a Friday?
Yeah, always on Fridays.
Always on a Friday.
It's always on Fridays. Yeah. So that's a lot. That's a lot of bands releasing on February 7th.
I'm excited for this one. I'm very excited for this one. Like,
glorious track.
Dude.
Glorious.
I need a dude counter in the bottom corner. I've said it like so many times because like it's hard to think like when this song hits you.
The thing about this song that it's like, okay, so what was better, the guitars or the vocals? Because the guitar melody on this song, that main riff,
well, it was like
it's insane how good it is.
The guitars were like, instead of it being like a normal, the guitars were like singing to me too. So like,
and then if you think verses are good, he hits you with the chorus, and then he takes it like he levels up on the. And
I don't feel like it's. And what's funny is a lot of power metal vocalists, when they have those high notes and they hit the high, sometimes it comes off as a little cheesy, or it comes off as a little bit, you're trying a little too hard, this and that. Because I also feel like vocally, and then also what they're talking about, those things combine into the cheesiness, right? But these guys, what they're lyrically, it's not cheesy, and then also his vocals are just beautiful. And it's not like he's trying. If anything, I feel like he's not even trying. Like this is just him. So it allows me to enjoy the band even more. It allows me to enjoy the band even more. And we've always talked about, especially recently, when it comes to like power metal bands that we've kind of like gone away from or whatever, because
to me these guys is a staple of quality.
Yeah, like I can walk away from as many power metal bands as I try, but like I'm not walking away from this. Like,
but to me, this is the. I mean,
you have to pull me away.
Obviously, these guys also add a symphonic aspect to it. It's not your traditional power metal. It's more like of a symphonic power metal. But one thing I'll say about this album, and you can probably get the same vibe from this song, the symphonic side of the band doesn't overshadow the power metal side of the band.
A lot of symphonic power metal bands, the symphonic elements overshadow it.
And that's one of the reasons why I
feel like we don't enjoy those ones too, though.
Yeah, and I even feel like a lot of the more traditional power metal bands recently have added a lot of symphonic elements to it, and they've lost a little bit of what it is.
And then
power
at the
metal.
end of those songs, we're like, I like the symphonic elements, but I can't really tell you much about the guitars because
where the fuck
were they? This band, like everything, I could tell you how much I like the guitars, the vocals, the bass, the drums. I love everything, the symphonic elements, because everything I feel like gets to shine.
That's one of the things I found about this album. While being a symphonic power metal album, if you want to be like really precise,
it's a power metal album, but it's with some symphonic elements.
Exactly, it's not a symphonic album with or a power metal album where like there's no power.
Yeah, because even in this song, there's power. Like
the way those guitars rip through, like
it's like when Jeremy Fragrance smells a nice cologne, he's like power. Like that's.
I have no idea who you're talking about. Let's move on.
German guy who loves cologne.
Oh, I mean, he probably lives in Cologne.
I don't know if he lives in Cologne.
That would make more sense, though.
But
if he's a German guy who loves cologne.
And then he walks around, and if you know who he is, you'll go up, hey, guess my fragrance. And then he'll smell, and then he'll guess your fragrance. And I'm like, dude, that guy...
Really?
Yeah, man, he's good as fuck.
He's got a nose.
He's like, that is Jean-Paul Gaultier. Oh, really? Yeah.
Fuck.
And he'll walk away like a fucking boss.
I know. He could have been a painter, but instead, he's smelling people. It is what it is.
He's an artist in his own way, man.
Yeah, he's an artist in his own way. Exactly. He probably
he also has his own cologne.
He probably gets up at 4 o'clock in the morning.
He also has his own cologne brand, too.
Oh, wow. All right, on that note, I think we're good here, right?
Yeah.
Okay, go pre-order the album. Go check it out. We'll see you all at the next one.
See ya.